Hey, greetings, family. Sorry, it seems like it went live over a minute ago, but it looks like my computer froze. If you can just let me know that you can hear me, so on, that'd be great. Excuse my connection; it's a bit slow today. But how's everybody doing? Yeah, if you can just tap in just to say you can hear me, that'd be great. How you doing, one dog queen? Happy Friday, greetings, Mystic. First here, yes, greetings, yes. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, greetings. The Onyx Goddess, nice one, loud and clear. I can hear you. Okay, Ebony, Riley, greetings. Africa calling, that's it. Yes, sister. Just let me know if there's a slow delay as well, because it just seems like my computer's freezing up a little bit. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, you can fire away. It's just a quick Q&A session. And yeah, and if anyone's gonna probably join in a bit later, possibly, yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, if anyone wants to fire away, any questions, you can do. As you know, in my last video, we've got some land in Gunjur, which is just after Sanyang. Another beautiful location, really nice location. Plenty of trees. I know everybody likes trees, so there's plenty of trees down there. Cashew trees, no fruit trees, but plenty of cashew trees. Yes. And I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna get a cashew tree on their land. Those that are interested in Gunjur. Those lands are 20 by 23, and they're going for 135 Gambian dollars. Yeah, that includes all your paperwork. Greetings, Lynn Turner. Thanks for joining. I will shortly put up the link if anyone wants to join in. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, fire away. I know it's a bit of a short notice where I was coming on live today. So yeah, I wasn't too sure whether I was going to make it on this evening. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on and make a short video. Just to let you know I'm still around, I'm still here in the UK. Still in lockdown. Hoping to get back into Gambia very soon. Hopefully in the next month or two. And yeah, get things moving with the house and with the business as well. Take it that step further. As you know, my last trip out there was opening the office, so now we're just, you know, we're trying to expand and do things and help our brothers and sisters on the ground. As you can see, we're trying to get cheaper locations. Prices are going up in Gambia on lands. We're still trying to keep the prices down. You know, to help our brothers and sisters get back home. So yeah, you know, as well as it's a business, we're still trying to help. You know, that was our aim, to help, you know, people come back home where it's still affordable to purchase a plot of land in Gambia and, you know, build Africa and build your homes and so on, you know, working together. Okay, I'm gonna go on to this first question here. Ebony Riley, the question I have is regarding bringing electricity to the community and how are the issues with cement. Okay, all right. So bringing the electricity to the lands, depending on how far, you know, we are from the highway, depending on what land. The main thing is getting poles. So basically, we have to contact NOEC, who are the main suppliers in Gambia for electricity and water. So then we contact them, and there's a few other private companies that do poles as well. When I say poles, electric poles. So depending on how far you're in, your land is from the highway or the next, you know, closest point to electricity. From there, you know, you have to do so many poles. I mean, if you're on a land, like, you know, it's a community, it won't be that expensive, you know, if everyone chips in, you know, to bring the poles into the land, it's not really gonna, you know, I haven't got prices on that because obviously NOEC or a private company will need to come and do the measurements and so on. But I can assure you it wouldn't be too much as a community bringing the poles in. So you bring the poles into the land, and that just determines how far away you are from the highway, like I said, and how many poles you're going to need. So yeah, that's it basically. It's pretty straightforward. You know, we just contact, you know, whoever, you know, if you're working together as a community, which I advise that you do, because, you know, it works out, you know, better as a people, as a community, and it's better for your pocket as well. You know, it'll be a lot cheaper if you come together and work together. You know, so yeah, that's the idea. But I mean, you know, those that are on the lands, you know, when electricity, people are ready for electricity to come onto the land, then, you know, we can assist you and point you into the right direction. So that's not an issue. And your second question, the cement. Yep, there's still shortage in the Gambia. We have ordered a shipment from the border of Gambia, which I'm hoping to come in this weekend, Sunday, possibly Monday or so. But because of the bank holiday, it might be an issue. So yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to. So we'll get some cement coming in. But in terms of the country, there's, you know, I heard that shipment has arrived in the Gambia at the port. Whether how true it is, I don't know. And if the shipment has arrived, then, you know, it'll go into the cement factory. And then hopefully in the next week or so or two, things should start getting back to normality in terms of cement. Prices are really high in Gambia at the moment in cement. You know, those that are on the ground know exactly what I'm talking about. When I first heard about the problem, you know, it was going up to like 325, 350. I'm even hearing people are selling it $390, $400 a bag, literally almost double the price of a bag of cement. Where there's a shortage, some people are taking advantage of that, you know, which is not good. I just think they're just taking advantage of our own people rather than helping each other. Some people just find it as a quick buck. You know, prices are just crazy in the Gambia right now with cement. So I'm hoping that it's going to settle down in the next week or two. If it does, if a big shipment comes in, then, you know, I don't know if it's going to go back to original prices, but it ain't going to be nothing like as bad as it is right now. So yeah. So any more questions, you can just fire away. Serge Cadet, yes, greetings, brother. How you doing, man? You okay? Hope all is well. I believe you're going to join us shortly. Yes, sister Robin, how you doing? Hope all is well. Ebony Riley, yes, that answers on the electricity. And what about the roads into our community? Will we have to chip in for them? Well, for that, in terms of roles in the community, I mean, that, all depends on government and things like that. And as communities grow, governments, hopefully, fingers crossed, they will start looking into that. But obviously, this has been a big problem in Gambia for a while. A lot of people's been crying out for highways coming through their villages and so on. And there's been a lot of delays and so on. But like in terms of the roads that we've got, we clear the path for the land in terms of, you can call them roads, but they're more like dirt roads. But we clear the land so everyone's, we clear dirt roads so people's got access to their property. So yeah, that's what we do. In terms of outside border areas, then that will be something to do with maybe a community. That is something you can look into. But then obviously that involves other landowners as well, because obviously, encroaching into people's lands and things like that. But yes, I hope that answers your question. But you will get access into your lands through the main highway. Yes. When you say roads, I don't know if you mean paved roads and things like that. Something we have to work on between, as a community, possibly local government. Yes, greetings, sister Jacqueline. Good to see you, man. Yes, good to see you too, sister, man. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sister. Pajok Snore. I hope I'm pronouncing. I always have difficulties pronouncing the name. Hope you're doing well, sister. Keep up the good work of your channel. Yes, Mr. Mosley, the melanated Mosley. Yes, brother. How you doing? You okay? Also, keep up the good work, brother. I see you. I'm following you a lot on your journey. Doing a good thing out in the Gambia. Keep it up, brother. Hopefully, we haven't met up yet, but hopefully on my next trip we'll arrange to do a little meetup. Yeah. Stay blessed, brother. Robin Payne, just waiting for my time to come next month. Hey, Robin, yes. I think you guys are heading out back home next month. Yes. Spoke to Sister Shamika a few times, so hoping, yes, I should meet you guys out there, God willing, so yeah, it should be cool. Not sure exactly when. I'm looking at May, June. It all depends on the restrictions over here. They try to give us a bit of a tough time, but yeah. Okay, Jacqueline. Does Sanyang Seaview area flood during the rainy season? No, it doesn't flood. I've seen the lands. I've been on the lands during rainy season. Last rainy season, I was at Sanyang Seaview, few of the locations, and no, there was no problem of flooding. So I'm sure you're happy to hear that, sis. Robin Payne. Will there be an opportunity to view some property next month? Yes, sister. Yes, no, definitely. there'll be opportunities to go and look at properties. As you know, if I'm not on the ground, the team are always there. So yeah, there's always someone there to assist you. But there's a good chance I'll be out there. I'm hoping so. Ebony Riley, my concern is getting flooded out trying to get into it. No, you should be fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, in Gambia during rainy season, all over the country, you get some roads where worse than others, where you're getting like not so much floods, but you're getting big puddles of rain that settles. So yeah, that problem's all over Gambia really because of the drainage. There's no drainage system really. But most places are cool, but even in like the main places, Kololi, all these other places, Brufut, certain roads you go down and it's just full of water. You have to turn and so on. Got to use another route because when it does rain, it does come down heavy. So yeah, that is an issue. But like once you're settled over there, if you're going to get a car, I advise that you get a 4x4. I won't waste my time with small cars. I've got a small little car to run around when I'm out there, but like yeah, that's what I can just make do with at the moment. But I'd say if you're out there for good, I'd say try and invest in a 4x4. Hence as well, not only that, it's not only the rain you got to contend with as well, even in dry season, driving through sand on some of the roads, your car can still get stuck in the sand if you're driving through certain areas. So that's something to keep in mind. But hopefully, that we try and get things moving and building communities, building areas, and getting things done. Robin Payne, yes, we are excited. Yes, I'm excited for you guys, man. Be nice. The whole family's coming, right? So it's all good. Yeah, you're gonna have a good time out there, sis, man. Garcelle Travel Services, greetings. How you doing? Greetings. Love the process you and the rival have made. Thank you for all your work. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Just we're just trying to get things done. Jamila Barakat, Pan Africans United. Yes, sister. Yes, or brother. Yes, I think it's sister. Jamila. Okay. I've been paying. My husband will be coming. He will be preparing for Ramadan. Okay, Robin. Is your husband is he Muslim? Yes, but yeah. Yeah, it depends when you're getting out there, but I think you guys going at them. I think you guys are gonna just miss. I think you're coming to when you guys touch down, I think it's coming to the end of Ramadan. Ramadan starts in the next couple of weeks. I think the time you guys get there, Ramadan should be finishing. But yes, Ramadan is a holy month, and it's a lot quieter in Gambia because obviously people are fasting and so on. As you know, Gambia's probably 95% Muslim country, so a lot of activities slow down. TB, greetings TB. Do you still have properties in Jambanjelly? No, properties have gone in Jambanjelly, but there's a possibility we'll have some more coming up. Yeah. I'm speaking to Journey on Ghibli about that. So yeah, but we'll update you. Like I said, we've got Gunjur, which is Gunjur is a beautiful place. It's a really nice place. It's a bit more peaceful. It's quiet. It's probably like 30 minutes, 35 minutes drive into like the main areas, like Senegambia, so on. Yeah, I'll say about 35, 40 minutes probably. But it's a nice place. Robin Payne, it starts in April here. Yes. That's worldwide. Yeah, Ramadan starts the same time. Give and take a day or two, whoever sights the moon, But yes, it's about to start. I'm also getting ready for it. As you know, I'm Muslim, I do fast, so yeah, it's a holy month and respectful month. So yeah, I'll be pretty much low key that month as well, kind of. Will the other properties, this is Ebony, will other properties you have be conducive to farming? No, I mean, most of the lands we sell are community lands, residential. But, if that's something you're looking for, we can definitely assist you on that. We can definitely help, do like private searches for you and so on, in terms of, agriculture and farming and so on. Jamila, plan to come this summer. Okay, nice one. Yes, as you know, summertime is rainy season. It starts in June, ends around September, October. Yeah. Savage New, hello, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, brother. Yeah, man. Yes, day is all good. Just chilling. It's public holiday, so just relaxing. Hope your day is good as well too. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered it. I'm gonna put up the invite. So someone can come and join in if they want to join the live session. Okay, so just click onto that link and you can pop in. You want to discuss anything about Gambia and so on, lands and whatever. That's cool. So just pop onto that link. You should pop up, and then I'll bring you in onto the chat. Just answer this question here. Africa calling, Lotit. Yes, sister. How you doing? Greetings. The question I have: is it possible to do an underground room, or is it too close to the water? Your location, I believe, is, I can't recall, Maureen. I think you're in Gunjur, right? But no, it's fine. You're not close enough to the water. Any of our lands, even like the sea ones, it's not like close enough for like water to be kind of affecting the land and so on. Basement homes, digging under the ground so you've got rooms underneath can be done. But it's more, it's more structurally. You need a structural engineer to come involved in that build, because it's obviously you're carrying a lot of load above and so on, and you're digging underground. So, but yes, it can be done. There is builders out there that can do it, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you this last question. We've got a caller down here, so I'll bring you in, brother. Career school for kids. Do they sell double pane burglar windows in the Gambia? If so, if not, is there somewhere nearby that sells them? Yes, I'm sure you can get them in the Gambia. That shouldn't be like double panes, double glazed. I'm sure you can get it. If you can't get it in the Gambia, I'm sure you get it in neighboring Senegal. So yeah, I don't see it being a problem. And last resort, just ship it over. That can always be an option as well. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring in brother Serge.
Hey, greetings, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, brother. How you doing, man? You okay?
I'm doing great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. I just want to say greetings to all your guests, man, and everyone else who's watching. You know, sending my blessings to them, my greetings to them as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Nice one, nice one. Thanks for coming in, man, and joining.
Oh, absolutely, man. Anytime.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
So, go on. I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and you know, what brings you to Gambia and your interest and so on.
Yeah, so well, I'm not in the Gambia now. I'm still in the U.S., but you know, I have plans of coming soon. Just doing, you know, my diligent research on how I can get there, the best way to get there, the best way to travel there. You know, what I could offload here in the U.S. and what I could bring with me, and just watching tons of YouTube videos and talking, actually calling people on the ground and actually having discussions with people who are there presently on the ground, and you know, their experiences and you know how they like it, whether they feel like it's a place that they're going to stay. And you know, I've just been getting a lot of positive feedback.
I was going to ask, what has your feedback been like? You've been having positive feedback?
It's been positive. It's been very positive. Mostly, I think mostly I've been speaking to the older adults around my age range, which would be about 50, 54, 55, and even some people a little bit older. And what they're, you know, expressing to me is that it's a place that they would like to be. It's a place that they, you know, really enjoy, especially being up in age, you know, being a little bit older. And just a lot of positive feedback. I haven't heard anything negative, anything that would try and discourage any kind of discouragement of anything of that nature. So it's mostly very, very positive feedback that I've been getting from a lot of people. And just watching, just watching the YouTube videos and talk with people. But for me, I originally, it's been a long time. It's not something that I'm really, you know, trying to jump into, because I originally wanted to try and move to Nigeria this had to be 2016 or somewhere around there.
Okay.
Talking to some people about that, because I knew some people from Nigeria I was very close with, and I don't want to say that they were discouraging, but they were here in the U.S.
So you kind of moved off track from Nigeria to the Gambia.
So I moved off track a little bit, and I believe I said okay. So then I was still doing a lot of other things here in the U.S. Like I was going to NYU Film School, you know, trying to work on some film career stuff, and then I think in 2014, I started talking with some other people who were from the U.S. but presently going back and forth from here in Ghana.
Right. Okay.
From back and forth from here in Ghana, and talking to them. And I spoke with a few other people, and they tell me, well, brother, if you're going to make a move, make sure you plan very, very well.
Yes.
Because there was because there's a lot of incidences where people have moved to places like Ghana or different other places, and they didn't have a well-executed plan, and they had to come back to the U.S. You know, the plan wasn't really precise. So I think so for the past 2 years or so, I'm strongly looking at Gambia and doing my research and putting a lot of things in order. But
Hmm.
also it's a big move, so it's not the type of thing that you want to jump into wholeheartedly or quickly without doing research.
Hmm.
And I'm still doing a lot of research now, but I pretty much made up my mind of what I want to do and how I want to move forward. And
Hmm.
just doing the research of what's available, what's on the ground, business opportunities, what are a good business
Yeah.
that you could go
Yeah.
into,
Yes.
where do you find yourself fitting in, as they say, you know get in where you fit in.
Hmm.
What are
Yes.
your skills, what skill set you have, what kind of business you think you can
Hmm.
bring.
Hmm.
And so that was one of the things that I was really, really looking into: what kind of businesses I could bring, what I could do, how I
Hmm.
could add on, how I could benefit.
What,
Um,
what, what, what's, sorry, brother, what was you planning, like, in terms of business, or, what's your plans for Gambia and yourself and your family and
well,
whatever?
I'm coming by myself, so
Hmm.
I'm still I'm not attached to anyone at the moment, so
Hmm.
I'll be coming by myself. That's the plan. To
Okay.
make it over there by myself. So just to offload, and as far as looking into businesses, construction,
Hmm.
some construction business, and there's a couple other businesses that I don't really want to mention because people just hop on it real
No,
quick.
no,
So
no, no, yeah,
yeah,
no. Don't let out all your secret. Don't let out all your
yeah, you
ideas. But
can't
yeah,
let
you can give a
everything
little
out,
brief, a
after
little
about,
brief.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but more or
I
less,
know you said
probably.
something about film or something. You was doing
Well,
film
I'm a
industry or what?
screenwriter, so I do a lot of screenwriting. I do a lot of screenwriting in my free time, and there's some
Right,
interest in some of the writings that I do. But I could do a lot of writing anywhere, and
right.
presently trying to work on writing a small book, and
Hmm.
so there's
Okay.
opportunity for income that way,
That
and
way as
just
well.
yes, it just publishing your own book and doing film and maybe
Hmm.
small documentaries or something of that nature. There's always room for that. So
Yes.
there's so many YouTubers, so I'm really not trying to go into that route. So because just you don't want to be just another Gambian YouTuber, but
No,
there's a lot of them out there. So that I
no, of
started
course,
looking
of
into
course.
other avenues. But for
Yeah.
myself, from talking with a lot of diasporans and especially with people on the ground, from my understanding is that you don't want to come near and be like a colonizer, open up a business, buy land, and export that money back out. That's not what the
No, no,
country
no,
needs.
no. Want to keep the money. Want to keep money in the motherland.
Absolutely.
Keep it
Absolutely.
circulating, and supporting each other's business,
Absolutely.
but keeping the money on the ground. I think
So
that's very important.
that's why I said if I come there, it's going to be more or less on a very full-time basis.
Hmm.
And as you know, years go by pretty quickly. So I'll be 54 this year. So, by the time you set up, you're already 60 years old,
Hmm.
you know,
Yes, yes.
and you're ready to retire. So
Hmm.
I that's one of the reasons why I chose Gambia because over places like Ghana and some other places because I think it might be more conducive to someone who's looking to retire within the next 10 years
Yes,
and
yes,
and
yes.
someone who's kind of settling down a little bit in
Hmm.
their
Hmm.
activity. So
Yes.
that's one of the reasons why I chose Gambia.
Yeah. Yeah. Gambia's a
Also,
bit more peaceful, and in
yeah,
terms of, yeah, it's not as fast paced as
yeah,
Nigeria and Ghana and so on. Yeah.
absolutely. Because it's an Islamic country and there's certain um, there's certain conservativeness things that go about how I feel like I want to live my life. I'm not
Mm.
perfect.
No,
Listen, I
no,
still got.
nobody is.
If I could just put the cigars down a little bit, that might be, that
Yeah.
might be a little bit better for my health as well. So yeah, that's one of the things. Just diligent research that I'm still doing ongoing.
Hmm.
Um, calling calling different places and finding out what some of the business opportunities are that I could possibly do, and I'm looking into that as well. So
yeah. Well, you've made the first step, brother. Anyway, because brother Serge, as he's invested in a piece of land. I ain't gonna say where.
absolutely,
But yes, he has invested in a piece of land in the Gambia. So yeah, you've made the first step.
I want to speak about that as well and say thank you to Properties Gambia for allowing me that opportunity. If anyone's interested, I mean, I know I saw some things online where people was like, "Oh, be careful," and that's part of doing your research. And after speaking with Daniel and speaking with not only Daniel, but I think 2 or 3 of his investors that I spoke with or that I contact with, and they said, "Yeah, you don't have anything to be afraid of. Just call Daniel. He'll run you through it. He'll show you the properties. There's no funny business. There's no kind of scam or anything like that. It's a legitimate business. He'll email you, and he's always available. You don't have to be afraid of any type of negative or anything like that. Work with them." And not only that, they showed me property that they're living on now that they purchased when they were in the U.S. So I said, wait a minute, you purchased this property when you were in the U.S.? They said, yeah, because when you see something, snap on it, grab on it. If you see something you like, grab it. Yes. And then they had their property when they were in the U.S. And when they went to Gambia, you guys actually picked them up from the airport, drove them around, helped them out, and say, here's your, you already have copies of your paperwork before you even get to Gambia. And that was a good thing. So I was like, okay, I got to roll with Daniel. I got to roll with him because he's, I'm hearing too many good things, So,
that's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I mean, I've said it on many occasions. It's true what you said. You have to be careful. There's a lot of scammers and dodgy people out there. But I said I'm gonna let my work do the talking. I'm not really. And there was a lot going around. Scammings and things like that. I thought, I'll deliver what I said I'm gonna deliver. And,
yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. So for me, it was just a question of. And I think too that coming from the West, coming from America, I think you have to kind of start getting yourself in the mind frame of this is where I want to be, and trying to do some research on the culture, the people, the atmosphere, and get yourself into that mindset that it's going to be different. Well, people say, well, you should visit first, and I don't want to mention the young lady's name. She's like, what do you want to visit for? She's like, just get your stuff and go. She said, you're going to spend all of this time. She said, and the reason why she told me that was because she said she knows so many people who have visited and say that they're going to come, and then 5 years later, they still haven't come.
They still haven't come.
They still haven't come, but they visited. So she's like, and she said, just if you're ready, if you're tired, if enough is enough, if you're done, you had enough is enough,
then you go.
Then you go. And my thing is too is here in the U.S. I think getting bogged down with there's what we call a lot of usury here in the U.S. And usury is when something costs so much, but by the time you finish paying for it after 25 years, you've paid exponential amount of what it's actually worth because of the interest. So I think for me, for that reason why I said, well, listen, this is probably a really good opportunity. And also too, not just financially, but trying to get back to some cultural relevance as an African man or someone of African descent, trying to get back to some cultural relevancy of who I am, where I am, my position in this life, my position in this world, how I see myself as an African, being that we as African people, I don't like to use the word African American because if you're black, you're African.
No, that's right.
And us as people here in the West or here in England or wherever you are, like I said, my family is from Haiti. So there's a lot of cultural similarities in the music, in the
Yes.
dance, you know, a lot of similarities in the culture.
Yes,
I mean,
Haiti. I've always seen that. I've followed a lot on Haiti
yeah,
as well, and the culture
yes.
is of Africa descent is so
Oh,
close, but so far.
absolutely.
If you get what I'm saying, yeah, they're
Yeah,
far away in miles, but they're so close in their culture. They never, you know, that is one place I've looked on Haiti.
absolutely.
Yes, they're very cultural African. You can tell, you know,
Well,
they took their culture with them.
well, I already knew this because if you listen to African music and you listen to Haitian compa music, you're gonna hear the similarities. It's just too similar. It's just the similarity is just striking, and it always had me because when this was years ago, I was a little bit younger, and I was working with these sisters from Nigeria, and I mean she looked just like my mother, like the split image.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then one day she came to work with some other Nigerian sisters. And I was like, this is not a coincidence.
No, it's cool.
This is not a coincidence
Listen,
that,
you go on the mother. Sorry to interrupt you. You go on the motherland and like you be seeing like brothers and sisters
yeah,
like that look the same back home. So you know they're gonna
absolutely.
see so many resemblance and things. Sometimes I'm there looking at
Yeah,
it, like, wow, that looks like my bro
yeah,
or my brother or whatever. You
yeah.
know, there's so much. You know, it just shows we
And
are one.
at another instance where recently, within the past 5 years, my father sent me a picture of my grandmother. And I mean, this picture looks Fulani. It's a black and
Wow.
white picture. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
with the face, the
Yes.
face, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. The problem with, I think one of the situations, not the problem, one of the situations that we have here in the West is that a lot of times the reason why we cannot see ourselves, if you can't see yourself in some resemblance on a physical appearance to a lot of people from Africa, they say, well, we don't really look like them. We have to remember that during the slave plantation, there was so much mixing of
Yes.
Europeans. There was so much mixing of Europeans with our African sisters on the plantation that you the facial features are not going to be the same because there's a lot of mixing that
No,
going on.
it's not going to be as strong.
It's not going to be as strong. It's not.
No,
It's not. But
it's been diluted down a bit. Yeah,
it's been diluted down a bit. But there's still there. It's still there. If you go back to your grandmother's and your grandfather's photographs and stuff like that, you're going to see that. And like I said, Haitian culture, the food, the plantains, the cassava and
yes,
and the peppers and the rice and the music and the culture and the dancing. If you look at Haiti ceremonial dances, which
yes,
people like
it's
to call
exactly the same.
voodoo, it's
Yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah. I know.
straight.
They're into their voodoo a lot in Haiti. I've seen that.
Yeah, it goes straight back to the motherland. But the reason
Yes.
why it has such a negative connotation is because during slavery they couldn't practice those dances, and they couldn't practice the religion, which is an African-centered religion. So what they did was they used the African deities and they put the faces of Catholic saints on the African deities in order for the slave masters to not know what they were doing. But it's there. It's still an African-based religion, and it's not negative. It's not used for evil, what they would want you to believe.
No.
It's a positive thing. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. Yeah. No, but you're right. I think we need to go back there with a mindset of like we have to embrace the culture and differences. You know, there's a lot of things that we might not be used to and so on, but
Yeah,
you can't go there and expect everything to be the same as certain things in the West. You've got to realize the culture is different. They're not going to change that. They, you know, they are our original brothers and sisters. That, you know.
yeah. Well, I grew up with I grew up in Queens, New York, with my parents used to bring home live chickens and stuff like that, you know. So even though it's still, you know, New York and things of that nature, but still,
Yeah.
just hearing, you know, the Haitian Creole language and the music and the culture and things of that nature. Like I said, I'm putting myself in the mind frame of this is not America. It's not going to be America. Like I said, still working diligently towards preparing myself for the move and um, getting myself in that mind frame. And also just, you know, doing my due diligence to, you know, hoping and, you know, when I get there. But like I said, I've already bought the land. I've already purchased land. So it's going to be even a greater reason for me to leave.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good, man. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for joining us, brother, and your
Absolutely,
input. So, you know, well appreciated.
Yeah, and
So,
I want to say to anyone who's watching, you know, anyone who's watching, don't be afraid to, you know, call Properties Gambia and talk to them, and you know, let them walk you through it. If you know, if you're thinking about purchasing property, like I said, I think that if you're thinking about purchasing property, really think about moving back, because that's the way I'm thinking of moving back on a permanent basis. Still have family here that I would definitely like to come visit once or twice a year or something like that. You know, you're not, you know, running from anything. Just looking forward to getting and reconnecting with who you are, who you were born and meant to be. Because here in the West,
it's not for
like
us, bro.
it's not really for us. Like I said, I have military experience. I was in the military, and being in the military, I was there for a short time, but being there and living here in the U.S. for the past 50 years, um, dealing with the, you know, quote unquote systematic racism and things of that nature, and dealing with the missed and lost opportunities specifically because of the color of your skin, it doesn't feel good. And just looking for a place where you could say, you know what, this is where my ancestors came from. This is where they were born and raised. If not for slavery, I would have probably been born here at this particular time and been born there now. So, and just going back, listen, brother, just go back home, man. My brothers and sisters, you know, make your plan, make your move. Um, do your diligent research and make your plans to try and go back home, go back to Africa, because that's really where we come from. And one more thing I would like to say, being in New York and going through Harlem, there are a lot of Africans here, a lot of Africans here. And I don't know if the African people here realize it, but African Americans, we always look up to. Like when I see an African person here in the US, I'm asking them questions. I'm like, oh, where you from? You know what I'm saying? What language do you speak? What's the culture like? What's your you know, what's your religion? What? And and I don't, and a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they don't get the enthusiasm that African Americans have for them. They're like, why is he so excited
Why?
for,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Why?
talk to
Yeah,
me. Like when I
yeah.
see an African here, I'm like, where you from? What country is that? Where, you know, what? I'm like excited to talk to them. And
Yeah.
every African American I know, especially in New York, because there's a huge African community in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I know, African Americans, we hold the Africans in America, whether they're coming from Nigeria, from Benin, from Ghana, from Gambia, from Tanzania, we hold them in such high regard.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go to the African store in Harlem, and as soon as I walk in the store, my intuitive level, my respect level is like, wow, you
Yes.
know, this
Yeah.
person is from the motherland, they're from
Yes.
the
Yes.
motherland.
Mm-hmm.
My respect is at a different level when I see
Yeah.
Africans here, because that was something that we always aspire to go back to.
Yes.
We're like,
Yes.
we feel like we've lost something, and when we see Africans here in America, it's like, I want to learn something.
You want to learn something.
I
Yeah.
want to hear, this is what I've been missing my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
To hear that language, to hear that accent, to see the cultural dress.
Yes. Yes.
And even African Americans here, we wear African garments, African garb,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we hit African Americans here. We hold Africans in very high regard. At least I do. At least I
Yes.
always have. Especially when I was 10 years old, I watched the movie Roots.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like immediately blown away from that. That's something that when you're 10 years old and you see something like that, it sticks with you. And it has
It
always
sticks
stuck
with you.
with me. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
All right, brother.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
some more
but
questions for you, brother, but I'm not gonna take up too much of your time because I know some other people
we'll
might
catch
want
up.
to
We'll,
go.
yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. But
Well,
yeah, man,
listen,
thanks for
greetings
joining
to
in. I'm sure
everybody.
everybody enjoyed your input, and
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
really
Everybody
interesting.
watching, greetings. I'm just want to send my greetings and my blessings out to everyone watching and all your subscribers. Hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, and I'll talk to you real soon, brother. We'll be connected real soon.
Nice
Peace,
one,
brother.
brother. Peace, yeah?
Salam. Peace.
Salam. Okay. Yes. Okay, brother. It was nice for the brother to join us. Brother Serge, yes, very interesting, his input. Thank you very much. Appreciated that. I enjoyed that conversation. I'm sure everybody else did as well. Um, yeah, that was very good. I'm going to back up, see if there's anything I need to answer, any questions. Okay. Yes, okay. Robin, I saw on TV today, I don't know if this is for me or this is a chat between you guys. Saw on the TV today that the CDC, the CDC is recommending if you are traveling abroad, you may not have to be tested for COVID if you're fully vaccinated, depending on the country you are going to. Have you heard? Yeah, there's different stories every day. I mean, here in the UK anyway, we're waiting for an update on Monday. Prime Minister meant to come on and talk about update on travels. So yeah, I'm hoping to we've known this anyway. They've been talking about vaccine passports and so on. You can't do this without this and that. So, but hey, yeah. But yes, I've been looking at a close eye on it. Yes, Sister Dion, how you doing? Greetings. Okay, Chris, school for kids. Do you have land available in C4? How do you vet your construction workers? Do you offer consultation services for new builds? Thanks. Okay, all right. Your first question, do we have land in C4? No, not at the moment. We have looked into it, but we don't have any land in C4. But there's something, it's possible that we will be looking into. How do you vet your construction workers? Well, vetting construction workers is either people who have seen their work and so on, and through recommendation. I mean, I'm in the construction field myself, so for me, it's quite easy to kind of see and know if someone knows what they're doing and knows what they're talking about. So for me, yes, but yeah. I mean, whatever job you're giving out for people to do, you do your diligence and get as much information, even if you're not clued up about the construction. There's always, there's YouTubes and all different kind of things where you can find out a lot of things. But yeah, a lot of it is word of mouth and people that I've vetted in terms of, I've seen their work. They've done work for me on my home or whatever. So yeah, and the people I've got around me, and so that's more important as well, especially if you're not on the ground. You need people that you can trust and be honest, and that are honest. So that's very important, So yeah. Do you offer consultation services, new builds? Yes, we do. We can offer consultation services. More like in terms of project managing services and things like that. We can offer that. So yeah. But anytime you want that assistance, you can just contact me. Dion, I bought sight unseen, then visited. Yes, you did, Dion. Yeah, you was in the States and you did buy land. You haven't seen it. You've seen it now. And I know you're happy with it. I'm sure you are. That is because we're one people. Lewis Walker, hey family, how you doing, man? You okay, brother? Greetings. Brennan, yes, sister, how you doing? Robin Payne, we all started from Africa. Yeah, that's right, sister. That's where, we all started from the motherland, we're just like, kind of lost children in a way, just going back to our roots kind of thing, so just trying to integrate back into our home. That's the main thing. Wig Williams, yes, greetings, yes, brother. Chernos, Cisse, Daniel is the deal. Daniel is the. Excuse me, guys. I'm always tired. Excuse me. Daniel is the deal. Is doing a great job helping our brothers and sisters to settle and have their own land in motherland. Yes, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. That's what the plan is, And I never knew it would, it would have gone this far, from really expanding, opening the office. I've helped many people now purchase land in the Gambia. Many. And slowly, surely they're trickling in now. They're coming in. People are actually coming in as we speak, coming to see their lands. some people have been on the ground and come and purchase. But yeah, as much as you guys are excited, it makes me excited as well. To know that I've done a good deed in helping my brothers and sisters. I think you do good. Good things come back. Whatever you do bad things come back. That's my belief. So just be true to each other. Do good to each other. Goodness will follow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just as much as I'm doing something I'm proud of, I'm also it's a business at the same time, and it's something I enjoy doing, and it's something it's for our people, and I think it's a win-win situation. So yeah, and keeping the money on the ground, so that's important, and I can't wait for everyone to come over and starting their businesses and things like that. And it's all about supporting each other, because if everyone comes with their own business ideas and strategies and so on, we're going to be supporting each other, I'm sure, and that's what I want. We're not always going to see eye to eye on some things, but that's human nature. But most important, let's support each other, come together, and support each other's businesses, whether you're doing restaurants and things like that and so on. Let's go and support each other, and whatever money you're making, let's let it circle. Keep it within the community. Yes, keep it within Africa. DW, yes, sister, greetings. Third, yes, Gam fam, I'm glad that you got to share knowledge. Yes. Serge is a very knowledgeable brother. It's nice to hear from him. That's for Robin. Just checking here, any questions? Elliot Wilson, greetings. Yes. Okay. Does your company handle rentals as well? Yes, we do. Yes. We've got someone on our team that deals with the rental side of things. So yeah. I may have missed. Have you talked about new lambs? I think you mean lands. Yeah, only from the previous video, like the lands in Gunjur, they're the ones available. So we've got some 20 by 20s available. Sorry, 20 by 23. Let me correct myself in meters. So yeah, they're 135,000 Gambian Dalasi. Yeah. So they're the prices, and that is in Gunjur. I'll leave my contact number as well if anyone wants to catch me on WhatsApp. Okay, that's my contact number as well. So, you know, you're welcome to contact me regarding lands. Yes, at the moment we've got lands in Gunjo. Yes. So, okay. If anyone's got any more questions, fire away. I'm not going to stay on long because a guest has come. I'll just go and say hello. Yeah, so any more questions, then, you know, I'll take the last few. If not, then, yeah, Serge, yeah, nice one, brother, for reminding me. Please hit the like button. Family, hit the like button, you know, subscribe if you're new to the channel, you know, that'd be great. And yeah, you know, let me just quickly go there. Lorraine Richardson, is there a site available that lists the plots available? Yes, we've got a new website coming. I'm getting onto my guy to finish it off. It's almost finished, so it's, you know, this site's gonna be pretty good in terms of, like, you know, list of properties, what plots are available on those properties, and, you know, once you've invested with us, you know, you'll have your own profile in terms of, you know, information about your own personal land, in terms of the process, how far we have gone with the process. There's about 9 steps to complete your paperwork, so you'll kind of have like a tick or a cross. You know, a cross will be sort of like not complete yet. The tick will be like, yeah, that part, that stage of the paperwork is complete. So that's what we're trying to do at this present moment. So should have been finished by now, but there's quite a bit involved. So I'm hoping that it'd be finished. Hopefully this weekend would be nice. But yes, I have to contact my guy to see if he's finished with it. So yeah, you know, please hit the like button, share, and so on. You know, and yeah, and subscribe as well. Thanks for joining. It was a good session. Thanks, brother Serge, coming in. It was really it was a very interesting conversation. Yeah, so cool. This question, LL, can you build small apartment buildings? Yes. Yes, you can. Or I think, are you directing, can we do it personally? If that is the question, yes, we can. We've got drawings and so on. Yes, that's something we can do. So yeah, so you can. There's a lot of people that do build apartments out there and rent them out and so on. So it's something you can do. School for kids. If I bring my hand drawings, who do I go to get the architectural designs? Do you know or recommend anyone? Also, how much is the average cost for designs being made? Okay, it depends. I mean, I've got a guy, he's a Gambian, but he's in the UK. Fortunately, it's UK prices. You know, it could be anything, £400, £400 or £500. It all depends on the work involved. But then, you know, you can get it cheaper on the ground, I guess, probably in the Gambia. I can't recommend anyone because I've not really worked with anyone just of yet on the ground in Gambia in terms of designs. But it might be something I'll be looking into. Yeah. All right. Elliot Wilson, could you confirm a good email address? Yeah, okay, I'll give you company's email address. Okay, that's our email address. I did put up anyone who's on here, or if any moderators are here, maybe they can put up some information. Yeah, so that is the email. I did put up my my WhatsApp number, so you can contact me on that. But feel free to, you know, to email me. I will respond. I'll put my number, my WhatsApp number, one more time. What was that missed? That's my WhatsApp number. Yeah, so you can contact me anytime on WhatsApp. Yeah. So yeah, okay, all right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining in, and everybody stay blessed. Have a nice weekend. Happy holiday weekend, and everyone stay safe, stay blessed, and you know, hope to see you in Gambia. Okay, peace, one love. Yeah, blessing.